everybody. Welcome to what will prove to be the most informative, the most exciting, the most rewarding, Steve Weitzel, and you need some rewards, moments of your day. You are going to go home tonight and you're going to pull out your diary under the bed and say, "Dear diary, today was awesome." Not so much the sermon, but that information session. Woo! Boy, am I informed, and do I want to get, I have $8 million sitting around. I just want to give it so we can finish this thing. We do want to have opportunity over these 2 weeks simply to share information about where we are and what we're doing. You know, I hope that we're going to be breaking ground on May 6th for this $5 million expansion, renovation. There's a lot of stuff happening that I make the argument means that we're sinking our roots deeper in downtown Gastonia. And that is true. You all do so much in this community, and what a difference that makes. You see our threefold emphasis there of Christ Church and community, and so be aware of that. That's exactly what we're talking about from the book of Ecclesiastes. Quickly, how we got here, just remember, this wasn't something that just came about. In 2010, you all started a Future at First committee to talk about what does it mean for us to be a downtown church. You said, by golly, we're staying. And we had things done. This building was renovated. The greenhouse was renovated. The Family Life Center was renovated. We appointed a planning task force in 2014. And so we've done the sort of the 3 buildings around except for the main building. And then, by golly, the planning task force came to the church council. Got chicken. Then we made a request. Everything kept coming before church council. We made a request to form a task force and to interview architects. We settled on ADW. We interviewed several. And then we presented the plans. In 2016, we're Methodist, nothing happens fast. This is just a reminder that lots of steps went in. Our congregation voted to proceed overwhelmingly, and that's an understatement, actually, overwhelmingly to proceed with this capital funding project. We raised over $4.7 million, which is pretty amazing. Then we went on to the contractors. We received bids from 7 of them and settled on Penix, hometown folks just down the street here, and who, by the way, built originally. So it's sort of cool. They built the main building in 1956, 6. Then we did all the stuff again, approved, hey, we're going to have to borrow money. We did that. We are going to be working with Carolina Trust Bank. So people are happy to lend you money. We got that worked out and appreciate all the folks that did that. So that is sort of where we are. These folks are your building committee. We try to list that on everything that we put out. We hope that it shows a cross-section of who our church is. Younger folks, seasoned members, and you see all of those folks on here. And a celebration that we have, Bill Cozart has recently come on board as our project manager. He made us an offer we couldn't refuse, which is free. And if you know Bill, he does that, did that for a living and continues doing that in retirement, so we appreciate his expertise. So thus endeth the history lesson. And now, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I bring to the stage the man, the myth, the legend. You know him, you love him, and very often he can talk without cussing. Well, sometimes he talks without cussing. He is a man among men. He stands 8 feet 10 inches tall and weighs a whopping 712 pounds of pure muscle. John Land comes to the stage.
You know, one of the problems of being a Methodist is we're sitting there minding our own business, and the bishop's got these people he doesn't know what to do with. So he just sends them over here. And then we got to deal with it, you know, which is...
You're welcome.
I just need the flicker part of the chicken flicker. Good morning. What we'd like to do is, very briefly, we think, just give you a right-brained approach to where we are and what we've come up with. Give you an idea of how the new and the old is going to be joined together and what we're going to end up with. Please feel free to ask us any questions you want to at any time. We won't have to start over, okay? We're not going to get in the weeds on this stuff, okay? It's just an idea to give you an impression. Does that make sense? Okay. We're going to start with the first floor, meaning the basement, okay? Not to get confused with the first floor. So I think we're going to start with the overall campus. I hope. Maybe not. Oh, we don't? Well, we're not going to start with the overall campus. Okay. All right, we're going to start with the first floor. Any of these slides, the next several we're going to see, anything that's in the shade of this red color is the new building, okay? And anything that's not shaded, of course, is the existing building. As far as the new construction is concerned, these are stairs that are coming down from the main level. This is an additional room we can use. These are new men's and women's restrooms. These are stairs that are coming down from the main level. Handbell room will remain the same. This area will remain the same. This will still be the music area, except it's reversed. Right now, Saxon's office is here, and the choir room is this way. We're going to turn them around. The elevator's still where the elevator is. These are the boys and girls restrooms. They're currently here. They're going to be reconfigured to here, okay? This is the area that's under the sanctuary. It's going to basically remain just like it is. This will be the canteen area for the children and for the youth. Aha. That's the slide we didn't have, okay? I tell you what, this is going to be difficult. Okay, this is the first slide. Forget all that I just told you, okay? This is the main building. This is the Family Life Center. This is the Wesley Center. This is the new construction, and this is new construction. Once we get to digging, this parking lot will be turned into the lay-down area of the construction zone, yada, 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 where they stack up the 2x4s, so we will not be able to park there, okay? Does that give you a reasonable idea of how all this is going to come together? Okay? All right, now we can go back to the first floor. Aha. Okay. If you come down the stairs from the main level, this will be the entry to the children's area. This is going to be an office. This is kind of a check-in area right here. These are going to be classrooms. Okay? So there's not a lot of major change down there, just some subtle change. You know, of course, that where these restrooms are right now, there's stairs that come down from the main level. Those stairs are going to be eliminated. Okay? Are there any questions about that? Pardon? We're going to get to that in a few minutes. Steve said security. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes, okay? Huh? Yeah, the stairs that are there now are going to remain there, okay? Plus we'll have additional stairs here and additional stairs here, Okay? Pardon?
At the front of the church, are those stairs still there?
At the front,
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, these stairs, of course, will remain. Okay?
So which one's not going to? One at the,
If you're on the main level right now and you walk out of Becky's office into the sanctuary, there's some stairs there. They're not going to be there anymore. Okay? Yeah, that has to do with security, which we'll look at in just a second. Okay? All right, now we're going to migrate to whichever slide Alyssa wants for me to migrate to. Okay, amazing. This is the main floor. Okay, again, this is the new construction. This is the existing building. As far as new construction is concerned, we're going to have an entry here. We're going to have an entry here. This entry will have an airlock kind of thing, so you can come through the outer door, but you're still in a place for the inner door. The same is true here. This is the connector to the Family Life Center. This is the front of the Family Life Center. This is the front door of the Family Life Center. The existing restrooms in the Family Life Center.
that connector is where the covered walkway is now?
No, the covered walkway is about right here. This is where Becky's office is. If that means anything to you, this is the entrance into the sanctuary that's there now. This is the entrance into the sanctuary that's there now, from the main hall. Does that make sense? No? Yeah? Yeah, okay. This is basically a big open space. These are stairs that go up to the third level and down to the lower level. These are stairs that go up to the third level and down to the lower level. These are new men's and women's restrooms. Okay? These are a couple of spaces that we can use either for reception, waiting, or an office. This will be the receptionist counter, so to speak, right here. This is going to be there's probably a better word, but like a food service counter where we can have coffee and donuts and yada, yada, yada. You know, all that kind of stuff. Where David's office is now is going to become the room for the Eddie Ingram and his counseling. We're going to end up with one large room here, approximately where the hospitality room is. This will be Lisa Alphabet's office, where the nurse is. Okay, the sacristy. These are storage rooms. Again, this is the entrance from the new area straight into the sanctuary. The men and women's restrooms are here now, but they're going to be reconfigured, but they will remain. These are two offices. These are all of our administrative offices here.
Where the library is?
Yeah, the library's right here. 204 is right here.
Where's the crosstalk place?
Pardon?
Where's the crosstalk Sunday school place?
They're going to meet in the parking lot after June 1st.
They can always come here.
No, Becky and Royce are working on that. They've got something figured out. I don't know the answer to the question, but they've got it figured out. Okay?
thank you.
So the main entrance now is going to be up there in the parking lot instead of where it is?
I'm sorry, the main entrance, what?
The main entrance is going to be over in the parking lot instead of where it is now?
Well, there are going to be two main entrances, so to speak. One will be here, which is off the Family Life Center parking lot, and one will be here, Wells Fargo's over this way. These doors are going to still remain, the ones at the end of the hall that are still there. Okay. This is Oakland Street, and this is Wells Fargo.
It'll be way easier to see if you've never been here where to come
Yeah.
in, either side.
Okay?
Where is the Wesley Center?
Oh, the Wesley Center's here. The Family Life Center's here and goes this way, and then the Wesley Center's up there.
It will. We'll get to
Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay? Now, Alyssa, where would you like to go? The third floor. Okay. Family Life Center parking lot. Again, this is the new addition. This is the entrance, this is the entrance, but of course on the main level, not on the upper level. These are stairs coming up, these are stairs coming up. The elevator's still here. These stairs are still here. Okay? These are new men's and women's restrooms right here. These are existing restrooms, but they again are going to be refurbished and reconfigured a little bit. Okay? Basically, the third level is going to remain about like it is. The only, the only change of any real significance is this will now be the entry off of the new addition. This will be a mezzanine area you walk around, and as you can see, this will be open to the main level below. Okay?
Bathrooms up there gonna have a shower, because that's where we usually have the stuff.
We wanted to do that, and we ran into some real serious code problems. I'm going to say this, don't take it literally, but this building, of course, was built under 1956 zoning code, yada, yada, yada. As long as we don't mess with this building too much, we can leave it like it is. If we start messing with it too much, we've got to bring it up to 2018 standards. And we really didn't want to bring that whole building up to 2018 standards, unfortunately. Okay? All right, Alyssa, where would you like to go? Okay. Okay, these are the three areas. We've got individual slides for these. I want to give you an idea of how this is going to work and how long it's going to take. Now remember, these are just approximations because we have not fully approved by the city yet. Everything's been approved, which is about 10 different things, except the engineering. And that has to do with water runoff, sewer, and all that kind of stuff. They promised a decision this week, so we hope it'll be positive. Once that's done, then Pennant can finish the pricing, and they can tell us this is what we think it's going to cost. We get moving. But anyway, to give you an idea, once we get started, the first thing we're going to work on is the waterproofing. And it's going to really be the entire perimeter, perhaps, of the existing main building. Okay, the new construction, of course, should take care of waterproofing this wall right here. Now remember, this is the existing library. Royce and his 204 are out here somewhere. Okay, they're gone.
But we love him.
Yeah, but we love him, right. Okay, so anyway, the first thing we're going to do is going to start on the lower floor, and we're going to take like 2 months to fix up this part of the children's area and through the week school area and the music area. Once that's done, we'll move to this part of the lower floor, which will hopefully be through not too far into the beginning of the school year. Okay, and then we're out of the basement. Now, while we're working on the main building, we're going to be doing the new building at the same time. Okay, they're going to be concurrent, as they say. All right, the next thing we're going to do is move to the third floor of the main building. And basically, you're just going to redo the whole thing. When I say redo, I'm talking about carpet, paint, that kind of stuff, okay? And hopefully that'll be through by the end of November, and then we're going to stop till after Christmas, okay? Then we make it to the main floor. Estimate it'll take about 5 months to redo the main floor. Now, the whole time all this is going on, our tentative plans are, and these things can change, but this will be the ADA access to the building. Where the portico is right now, come through that door. And Penix is going to take care of that ramp-wise and all that kind of stuff.
So if we're in church, early church here, how are we gonna get into the building for Sunday?
If you're in early church here, you're going to walk over here and get on a city bus. And, and it'll bring you over to here. You just got to get over there the best way you can, okay? Don't come this way. No, seriously, you could walk down this way and come through the entrance on Oakland Street, or walk around the other way and come through this entrance, or walk around to the front and come through into the three doors that go into the narthex, okay? Yeah. Now, the idea is, again, all this is tentative, but we're hoping this will be in the dry, as they say, by January the 1st. The new construction part, okay? All right, Alyssa, what would you like to talk about next? Okay, these are finishes. I've learned, they've taught me that word. We've got actual samples of the carpet and the tile, which y'all can't see, but we're gonna put them in the hospitality room so you can look at them. Okay, and they're coded to go with these pictures. I don't want to get hung up in all this carpet 1, carpet 2, and all that kind of stuff. Suffice it to say, this is the lower level. This is the new construction. Okay, these are the bathrooms, these are the stairs. These will all be tile. This is going to be LVT, it's called, which is a hard finish floor. Same thing with this, I don't know what you call that, gray. It's going to be LVT. This is porcelain. All of this green is going to be carpet.
Does this increase the preschool area?
Not significantly, but it adds a couple of features, like we're adding a computer lab. We're giving it more storage. This room is going to be larger. The canteen room is going to be larger. And we do have some space out here we can use if we need to. Okay. Okay. The main level, again, this is the new, right here. This is the old. This is going to be porcelain tile, whatever color this is. And that's the 2 entrances into the sanctuary. Basically, everything else will be carpet, except the restrooms, of course. Okay? This is tile, okay? And if we make it to the 3rd level, basically the whole thing is going to be carpet. Okay? You with me? You still awake? All right, now, we want to talk a little bit about safety, but we really don't want to get in the weeds on this stuff, okay? Because we really hadn't got it all figured out yet. But we want to give you an impression. Alyssa, which floor would you like to look at? That'll work. Okay. All right, this is the main floor. I think y'all know that right now we can control some of our doors with the computer, so to speak. Dave can tell it when to lock and unlock the doors. That's primarily the door of the Family Life Center, well, the door that's not really on here, but the door that comes across the bridge, and on the lower level, the door that's right here. Okay. He can say, unlock it at 8 o'clock, lock it at 5 o'clock, unlock it at 7, lock it at 10, whatever he needs to do. We also have, on at least one door, the keypad thing, and then we have on other doors a few of the ones that can read the little cards that primarily the staff and some people have. You know what I'm talking about? Hold up, just beep, and you open the door. We hope to be able to expand that, but we haven't gotten there yet. But just to give you an idea, this will be the new entrance from the Family Life Center. And let's just talk about during the week, okay, Monday through Friday. These doors will be unlocked. These doors will not be unlocked, but may be unlocked by the receptionist. Okay, now this is in the absence of something special going on. Okay, the same thing's true of the west side doors. You can come through the outer door, but you're in the little airlock thing. And again, you may be let in by the receptionist. Same thing here. Once you get in this area, she may allow you to go to the Family Life Center, or you're allowed to come into the main building. These doors across this hall are for the office area, and they can be open or locked, whichever we choose to do. The point of the thing is, besides protecting the old people, of course, is the children. During the week, if somebody gets in here, they can't get through any of these doors unless we let them. They can, of course, go down these steps. Okay? That takes us to the basement, I hope. Okay. If they should come down these steps, they're in this area. These doors are all locked. This door's locked, so they can't get any further than that. Okay? Should they come in here, or the choir or Saxon lose their mind, there's a door right here. That's as far as they can get down that hall without being unlocked. The elevator's here. Okay? These doors are used, this door is used a lot for the 3 of the week school people to come in and pick up the children. The same is true with this door. These are the existing stairs on the west end of the building. Under the sanctuary, these doors will be locked unless they're open. Now, all of these doors can be opened from the inside, you know, with a crash bar kind of thing. They just can't be opened from the outside. Okay? Well, some of them will, some of them won't. We haven't quite got there yet. We know that anything's possible if you can afford it. Okay, so we're not sure what we're getting into. We're talking to people now to see what we're getting ready to get into. First floor. Didn't I just talk about that? Don't do that to me, Elizabeth. Okay, here's the 3rd floor. Your adult Sunday school people, you're on your own. There's no security up there at all. Okay? This is the connector between the Family Life Center, which is here, the gymnasium's right here, and the Wesley Center. We plan to have controls on the door to Family Life Center, the door going into the Wesley Center, and then this will be the entrance from the parking lot into this connector.
It's the same back door of the gym where it is, just walk over to.
Well, if you think about it, there's a door, right now there's a door that comes into the hall, and then there's another door that goes into the gym. Okay, they're there now, they're going to stay there. Okay? Now, thus end of that lesson. This is just to give you an impression of what the lobby, the narthex will look like. Y'all have seen this picture before. Okay? And this is what the entrance from the Family Life Center parking lot is going to look like. Okay? This will be the entrance. This is going up, this is the hallway, so to speak, to the Family Life Center. Okay? And this is the new addition right here. Okay? And then, if we wander over to the Wells Fargo side, this is that entrance. Okay? Entrance, drive-through thing, the octagonal thing, and the door to the church. Does that make sense?
Well, where that drive-through now is, there's the playground area. Is it still, it's not gonna be messed with?
Well, the playground area is up here somewhere. No, it'll end up there. Yeah, it's going to be completely messed with. It's going to be disappeared while we do the construction, mainly because of the water. See what the solution to the water is. But it'll end up right back there where it is. So it'll look like a McDonald's. Okay.
How do you feel about that, John?
About the McDonald's part? I think it's wonderful.
Do what? Drive-through convention? That's it.
How will the main building be connected to the Wesley Center? What happens to that street?
The main building connected to the what?
Wesley.
Yes, go through.
The main building, well, the main, if you're going to get from the main building to the Wesley Center without getting wet, okay, listen, can you back up to the main level? That ain't it. There you go. Okay, if you're in the main building and you want to go to the Wesley Center, you walk through the lobby, you can walk through here, you can walk into the Family Life Center, walk all the way down that hall, and then you'll be in that connector. Does that make sense? Inside, without getting wet.
John, what about going out of the chapel into the columbarium?
None of that's going to change.
Okay.
Okay? The columbarium's here. So right now you can either go this way or you can go that way. Okay? And incidentally, the sanctuary and the chapel are about the only two areas in the main building we're not touching. Okay, they're going to be just like they are. And that's the end of the beginning. Okay?
And nothing else is gonna be done in the Family Life Building except for that connection.
Correct. Nothing else in the Family Life Center except adding the entrance from the main and also the connector to the Wesley Center.
Can I ask one thing?
You can ask anything.
If we come in the gate from Bow Laundry, you know what I'm talking about, into the columbarium, the bricks are rising again. Have y'all checked that? Is that water coming up or is that gas? It's coming, they came up one other time and the restroom was flooded or something happened, years ago.
Yeah, that was years ago. Yeah. I don't know, Dave, what do we know about that?
We're going to have to pull them up and take a look at it. That is not part of, that is just a.
I wondered if that's gonna be part of the water or.
Yeah.
Well,
So there's going to be some waterproofing going on
Yeah,
around
that's
the
why
building.
I asked. I thought.
And, when they start digging, they'll start learning what the situation is. There's going to be some trenching around, through the playgrounds. That's the reason we have to move some of the playground around. They'll be doing some trenching around there, doing some waterproofing. We know we have issues. So as they go around, I think we will discover why some of these things are happening to our kids as they start moving. If that is not in the scope of the waterproofing, that is a buildings and grounds maintenance issue that we'll take care of.
will it
Don't-
make the sermons be any better?
I don't know, but don't ever ask Dave Davis a question unless you've got your sandwich with you. Parking. Well, once the dust settles on this whole thing, we're going to lose about 12 parking spaces. So, okay, so we'll still be able to park, let's call it the Family Life Center parking lot, and of course in the Wells Fargo parking lot. Okay? There's at least one thing I forgot to say. Sitting back there in I-Station Zebra control rooms, Alyssa, she's the one that put all this mess together for us and did the coloring on the slide so we could tell what's going on and all that kind of stuff.
And just remember, Alan Wilds, who did our fundraising, said that it's up to the church to be ambassadors of accurate information. There are all kinds of things. The truth is, we are going to do the absolute best we can. But have you ever built anything? Things happen that you don't know about. And so, I mean, if we go, I am convinced our church can and should grow while we're doing this, because it says we're doing something. But if we have the attitude, can't even get in up there, I'm not going to church, I'll go to a Panthers game and walk a mile to get in, but I will not go to church and hear about a risen Savior and walk an extra 10 feet, right? This is our chance to really be excited about what God's doing, because this is a God thing, right? I mean, and we can share that enthusiasm with others. God's doing a great thing here. John talked about the entry doors. There may be weeks, as a matter of fact, there will, where you'll get here and we'll have signage, trust me, but it may say, hey, this door, don't come in, or you'll fall in a hole. As John said, this parking lot out here for a long time is going to be gone in terms of practical use. Yes, ma'am.
One more question. What about a handicap entrance during all this construction? Because
It's going to be essentially where the portico is now. Right there. Hey, I got it. That they're going to ramp it. Yeah, Penix is going to ramp that. Yes, we will always have that. Now, we certainly recognize if you're coming anywhere else, that can be a little inconvenient. But it's going to be a little inconvenient.
We're going to mark some of those parking spaces right outside of that door for handicap too. So they're, as you know, they're not marked now, but they will.
But the new entrances over in the parking lot now will be ground level accessible anyway.
Right. Yeah, all of the new entrances will be easy when we're done.
A big part of this was making it safe and secure and accessible.
Okay, will the Methodist powers that be let you stay to see this project through?
That is up to the Methodist powers that be.
Is there anything your congregation can do to,
Oh, I don't, well, in order to move, there has to be somewhere to move to. And think about it. Y'all got stuck. Nobody else will. I don't think we need to worry about that. It's not like people are dying. Ooh, give us David Christie. So I think we're fine. Yes, ma'am. Oh. Good question. Is the sacristy area going to be expanded? John, you want to speak to that?
No sense to turn the thing on. It's going to be larger, to answer the expanded part, and it's going to be moved. Thank you.
Never find it.
If I can find it. Where are we? Main floor? Okay. Right now, the sacristy is about right here. This is the new one right here. So it's sort of across the hall.
Back after David's existing hall.
Pardon?
Back after David's existing hall.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Does that make sense?
On it. Yes, sir.
Is there a chance to save those the same, move them somewhere?
If the official answer to that is, if you got a backhoe and a truck, you're welcome to them. Otherwise, they're going to the landfill. We've been advised by several people that no, on a serious note, it'd be almost impossible to move them and expect them to live. Okay. Pardon? Well, yeah, that's true. And so we're not going to attempt to move them. If anybody wants them, seriously, they're welcome to them. But otherwise, they're gone.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody wants to attempt to just get in touch with the business office, we'll coordinate with Penix. I'll bring a big flatbed trailer. Roof walls will come as big as.
And
I talked to our landscaper early on because I knew, I mean, this is beautiful landscaping that this church has been proud of for a long time. I talked to our landscaper about the dogwood trees and the azaleas. He said the cost and effort to move them, the likelihood of them surviving is almost zero. But if somebody would like to make the attempt, I'll be glad to coordinate the next. We'll drop them in or we'll talk about it. Can't make any commitments, but I'll be glad to.
And just as a reminder, May 6th is our ceremonial groundbreaking. Hope you understood from what John said. We don't, actually, Penix, ADW, everybody's working as hard as they can. The literal groundbreaking, when they bring something to move earth, may happen a day or two before that. It may happen a week or two after that. But we had to pick a time, so that's what we did. Hope everybody understands that.
Phoenix estimates it'll take them 12 to 13 months to finish. So whenever we start, I think would be fair to figure 13 months from that point will be when we end.
Any other questions? Thank y'all for caring about this. Thank you for your commitment to it. Again, I've said, because there's not many secrets except pastoral with me. I say what I think. I would have been amazed if we would have had commitments for $3 million. Amazed, happily amazed. We have commitments for over 4.7, have $2 million sitting in the bank. the more money we have up front, the less we have to borrow. I mean, we all understand that. Your commitment to Christ through this project is incredible. And it's going to pay off for generations to come. I keep telling anybody that'll listen associated with the community, we're doing this because we care about this community. I mean, this is a community gig, Come to this church anytime. There's stuff going on. Some of it is church stuff. Some of it's community stuff. We're here for a reason. Thank you. Thank you to John, to the committee who have worked so hard on this. You're going to keep getting videos, seeing them. It's like anything else. You can watch them if you want to. You can go to the Weaving website, weavingfumc.com, and see everything about this thing from start to finish. The information's out there. We keep giving it. And, again, I remember people, the complaint of the average church member is we don't know what's going on. We are doing our absolute dead level best to tell you. Once a month we have a video. You get information every week in the e-blast, every month in the newsletter. It's on a website dedicated only to this. Anytime you got a question, ask. That's the easiest way. People are funny, aren't they? Everybody gets mad. You say, well, who'd you ask? Well, nobody. Well, ask. That's all you got to do. It ain't rocket science. Let's pray. God, we love you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to expand your kingdom. And we pray that it all may honor you and bless you. Thank you for this committee that's given so much of their time and expertise. And thank you that decisions have already been made about colors. Praise Jesus. Help us move forward in Jesus' name. Amen.